Gemini, I am connecting with a very powerful leader, someone who has turned their back on a regime, a stereotype, the status quo, any familiar agenda that has been blocking your blessings, preventing you from being the highest, most powerful lead in the environment. You are the boss, the emperor, the empress. You are the leader in this business or corporation, and you have to make sure you take control. You're seeing that now, you're receiving that now, and you are stepping into that position. We're going to dive deeper into this harrow and find out exactly what the specifics of this situation is. If it is resonating so far and you are the lead in your business, hit like. We're going to dive deeper, tap your energy in, let the algorithm know you're here, and let the divine know you are locking in for a reading today. Yeah, I see you walking away. Walking away from immature emotions and dry, boring office conversations. Being silenced and blocked by your creative ideas and being forced to tackle bullshit. Let's just call bullshit on it today. Because what I see is, you're in a business position, you are the lead. You're now making a decision to walk away, potentially with someone else, to take lead of the whole situation. So you're walking away from a meeting or a room or a specific way of doing things to go straight into a direction that is mature, because you've been dealing with a lot of immaturity. I want to say a lot of bullshit again, because I just want to be honest. There's been a lot of lackluster, boredom, dryness, a lack of revenue, financially potentially. There's no increase in finance. This is a limited construct. You keep cycling around from immature staff, the same money markup over and over again. You keep getting forbidden from having a much deeper conversation or initiating a new idea, being more innovative. You've been blocked by the rest of the team, by the energy that's going on, by legal, by other professionals, red tape. I mean, there's always stuff going on in business that could just prevent you from going in the direction that you most desire. Statutory requirements, law, the funding. There's red tape all over these areas, and the red tape needs to be dealt with. It can be dealt with through a creative idea, a creative endeavor, but that requires you to really be firm in your communication style and cut someone out. It looks like you could be firing someone, letting someone go. Yeah, someone in the team who has been creating some kind of blockage may have to be fired, or you may decide to leave and go off and give a position to someone else, or take on a position elsewhere. This looks like you've got more than one location, is what I will say, because you can leave one of the locations that's giving you gyp and refuse to kind of work with that team or at that office, that base, and then you can move to the other site where you can take the lead there and work with people more comfortably, or you could send someone over to the other side. So you're making a clear understanding of who you do and don't want on your team, and although you're the lead, exactly what position you're going to take as the leader and who's going to take the other positions, because there is an immature, I want to say immature staff team, immature team on the floor, and as a result of that, there's not enough balance, there's not enough maturity, and things are really stagnant, including money and productivity. But there is another site, another location where things are a lot more abundant and prosperous. I think that's what's made you realize that the team that's been there potentially the longest are not working productively enough, and they've just kind of fallen into old habits, and as a result They reject new ideas. They are not really heartfelt and positive. They don't really respect you much as the leader, and actually something heartbreaking has actually happened in this place that has left everyone in this energy. Could have been upset, could have been someone passing away, could have been like grief, bereavement, could have been legal issues, could have been getting shut down, having to reopen. Something's gone on, some kind of investigation. It kind of gives me a little bit like inspection. So Ofsted, Ofcom, some kind of legal department, government, you know what I mean? You know, when you're kind of getting monitored as well. Special measures, I get. So if this is a school, you could have been under special measures in your school, needs improvement, basically, something like that. And as a result, this could also lead to ideologies of redundancy, not being able to pay your staff effectively, going bankrupt and recovering. Breaking news about your business that hit the first team. So this is how I look at it. The main team that I'm looking at, the main site or location 1, where the problems are located, I'm looking at a real issue where there was catastrophe within this environment, and that has impacted the staff's behaviour moving forward. They weren't retrained, they weren't I want to say programmed, to be honest. They weren't their skills weren't improved, they weren't trained, and they just carried on living in the wake of the disaster. So now they are just memories and figures of the past that was awful. But the new team, who never experienced any of that, and on this new site, sensational, amazing, really, really productive, really developing, making money. It's great. So that wakes you up and goes, okay, clearly there's deep-rooted issues in this department, and this department here is not so bad, right? So you're diving forward to maybe move to the other department and lead on that time full-time. You're putting your foot down, I see someone say, no, this is affecting my happiness and passion, and this place is not getting enough time. They could actually be really, really successful if I give them all my time and effort. This other place over here is really just losing money over and over again, and they're spending more and more money that's getting lost, and they're taking financial risks that are really deceptive. There could be also some errors and discrepancies within the counts, within the figures. This looks quite damaging. Yeah, whatever's happened in the past, it has never been able to be fixed, and it just looks like there's more problems being created. I think that you've tried to speak on this in the past and you've kind of got silenced and shut down, but I think it's coming to a head now. I think whatever happened in the past in this setting where there was a bad incident, I think it's due to happen again. I think that you're trying to report this, deal with this issue, even though you're in the lead. Whoever's with you, you're being blocked by someone from really addressing this. You're being burdened by the way that this team and staff is working, and you're going to move to the other side. I think you're going to make a decision to leave. I think you may be in a position where you could take another person with you, or up to 2 people with you, to this other location, and then you would have more of a harmonious team, and you know that you could see improvements all the way through if you take these 2 people with you and leave the rest. Really, really positive outcomes. I do want to say that whoever I'm connecting with, give more time to your relationships, your relationship at home. You could benefit from more intimacy, more love and romance, spending more quality time together, lots of love, kissing, cuddling, intimacy, and lots of wish fulfillment by improving this, because I feel like this incident in your working environment, in your career, is affecting your relationship. It's affecting your home time, it's affecting your passion in the bedroom, let's say that as well, and it's affecting your emotions, how much you open up. You could really close down and be really quite withdrawn, and using extra hours at home to do your work, and give more time to this company. So with that in mind, wind down, do what's best for you. It looks like you're going to move over to another site. You're going to close this cycle once and for all. Let this burden go. Take your power back, because you are the leader in this situation, in a powerful position, and all you've got to do is commit to what you want to do, and then make it clear, put it in writing, make it formal, and move on to this new position. And I think life's going to get a lot lighter and brighter for you, and you haven't got to deal with all the legal stuff that's going on over here, or that's set to hit. So clearly in your notice, if it's like a resignation or a desire to move or whatever you're put in a request for, make it abundantly clear what you're asking for and what you see coming, and that you've addressed this. Make clear records of everything that's going on. Make it clear if it's affecting your finance and you should have got more money, an increased salary that you didn't, it's affecting your personal life, you've reported it and seen no changes, this is looking like it's going to head into a catastrophic direction again, and you're not going to sit around and try and work with this manager, this partner, this other person who's a leader like you. There's difficulties in that relationship and they're not taking on board what you're saying, and as a result you're going to have to move away because you refuse to either be stuck in this alone trying to fix something you're not being supported on, or watch there be a major catastrophe in the future because of this. So you're making a clear decision to get out of whatever situation this is and move towards a situation that's way more healthy for you, okay? So you're leaving one site and moving to the other site full time, or totally quitting that job, or changing your contract and hours and are moving away from a partner, corporation or affiliation with some kind of part of a business that is an unhealthy part, and you're going all the way to the positive part of the business only. Smart play, clever move, looks really successful, and keep standing in your truth and being a powerful leader because it's working. Love and light.